Okay, hello and welcome. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, so I guess my reasoning behind this is I was like, oh, it's spooky month. Not that that really means too much here, but, hey, what games have we got that are vaguely appropriately themed? And I thought, well, I haven't done the Hugo series for quite a while. I did do videos on them quite a few years ago, but I don't believe I've played through them since, so let's do another playthrough of them. We're playing Hugo's House of Horrors. That one is appropriately themed. The other two, not so much. But, they're short enough. I can play through all three in one session, most likely. Yes, if you don't know, Hugo's House of Horrors, Hugo II, Whodunit, which we'll get to, and the third one, Jungle of Doom, are a series of adventure games made by one David Gray back in 1991, I want to say, around then. 91, 92, maybe 93. I played them around that time, and also managed to finish them around that time. I have fond memories of them. They're not very good adventure games, but I didn't play LucasArts games, LucasArts adventure games like Sam & Max or Monkey Island 2 until later, and I never actually grew up playing the Sierra adventure games. So, until I played like Monkey Island 2 or had Monkey Island 2, these were the ones which I had. Did I get Simon the Sorcerer 2 before Monkey Island? I don't know. It might have actually came out a bit later. Yeah. Anyway, let's start playing this. Don't adjust your speakers. We're dealing with PC speaker here. I believe I have lowered the audio a bit. Let me just check. Maybe. Oh dear. Yes, it is down. It is on 20%. Not that that means much. Don't worry about it. There's only a little bit of music in the game. Such tunes. Okay, jaunty. Here we are. Hugo is walking in place outside this house, which has actually been traced from a bit of clip art, which you can still find if you look up haunted house clip art on Google. Anyway, yeah. The backstory behind Hugo's House of Horrors is Hugo's girlfriend Penelope was going for a babysitting job and went into this house, and she never came out, so Hugo has gone to rescue her. Spooks ensure. There is another reason behind me wanting to play this, and we're not going to be getting to that. We're not going to be getting to it during this playthrough. I want to play through this first. The other reason why I want to play through these is because a few years ago, I watched a video from a channel, Pixeltainment, by Gemini, and he was talking about the games, or at least Hugo's House of Horrors, and at one point in it, he mentioned that he what's the word? He confirmed that a character in the game is like an alien. We'll see that soon enough. By using a we'll get this pumpkin. By using a program to look at the code of the game, and it's something which I'd like to do because I think there's a number of things in these games which I don't know about, and I'm interested in having a look to see commands which I might never have thought of. See what responses there are, or whether there's things which you can interact with, which I didn't realize you could. These games aren't very deep, but I know in the third one there are some commands which you wouldn't initially think of, which give you sort of hidden dialogue. So, and I don't mean just like swearing, because, you know, well, does it say anything related to any of that? Yeah, it does, a little bit. Jump. No jumping allowed in this game. Climb fence. You try, but fail miserably. Push fence. Nope. Look over fence. It's a pretty boring fence. I said, okay, right. You're ignoring the clarifier over there. Playing these games, it's a text parser adventure game. If you've played those, you don't need explanation. For other people, input simple commands using proper grammar is not preferred. If you want to pick up something, type get. So I get pumpkin, like I just did. Or climb fence. Climb over fence is not necessary, because it won't look at over. Yeah, so you can see there, even if I just put climb, you try but fail miserably, you can see that it's probably not reading fence in that sentence. It's just reading climb. Look, you are in front of the house where Penelope was last seen. If you are to rescue her, you must find a way inside, no matter what lies ahead. Look, pumpkin. There appears to be something inside it. Eat pumpkin. Yeah, raw pumpkin? No thanks. Yeah, I don't like pumpkin myself. Is it raw pumpkin? It had a face carved into it. I guess it is raw. Maybe it just has a candle in it. Get candle? You don't have it. Get item. Get twig. Okay. Look, bat. It's just flapping around up there. Get bat. It is of no use to you. Look. Tree. An oak tree, I think. Get tree. Nope. Look. Ground. You see nothing very interesting about it. Dig. No digging allowed. Okay, fine. Look. House. It sure is a spooky looking house. I think you should go inside. No. This is one of the game. This is the game probably which taught me typing when I was like 4 or 5. So, look, eyes. They appear to be looking at you. Get eyes. It is of no use to you. Look, self. It's you, the hero. Yeah, but F1. We've got control. What's the instructions? Yeah, here we go. You are in total control of Hugo's destiny as he searches the haunted house for his sweetheart Penelope. She was last seen going into this house on a babysitting assignment. You may control Hugo's motion with the arrow keys or keypad. You may also give him simple commands to pick up or look at something which catches your eye. A very useful phrase would be open the door on the first screen, for example. Others are look and look at. I would say just open door. You don't need the. On your travels, be on the lookout for useful or valuable objects that may very well help you in your quest for Penelope. Keep your wits about you, though, since not everything is necessarily as it seems. Some notes on the function keys. Press F2 to toggle the sound on and off. F4 and 5 allow you to save and restore your game. This is very useful just before you are about to enter a new room or do something dangerous. F6 allows you to see what objects you are currently carrying. F9 is the boss button for people who like to sneak in a game during office hours. It simply shows you how to DOS. You must hit escape to rejoin your game. Yeah, back when you could just have DOS open and make it look like you were working. This button will allow you to keep a game going in the background while you do your normal work in its DOS shell. If you enjoyed this game and would like to play the other 2 Hugo games, this is a later revision after the other games came out. Or if you need help completing this game, you will be pleased to hear that you can order the entire Hugo Trilogy, which includes the following. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. I was looking through the manual file for the prices of ordering the game, and it was 50 Australian dollars, not including shipping, I think, for one of the games, which yeah, 91. That's a fair amount. Anyway, look light, look lamp, look torch. Okay, I guess it doesn't recognize torch, so it just said look. Look door. You're not close enough. Okay, look door. Why not try opening it? Look mat. No, okay. Look window. I can see no more than you can. Look roof. Look moon. You'll go blind. It's a moon, isn't it? Why would you? Look chimney. Okay. Look sky. Why is it falling? I don't think I've ever seen that. There we go. We're already discovering new commands. Get sky. Nope. Let's see. You can't go around the side of the house there. You have to go through the door. Get mat. No? Okay. Can I look under the mat? Nice try. Nothing under there, though. There is a mat. You can't look at it. You can't pick it up, but you can't look at it. It doesn't tell you that it's there. But if you try to look underneath it, it says nice try. This is not Maniac Mansion. That's another game I should play at some point. Okay, so what you do is you open pumpkin. The pumpkin breaks open to reveal a key. Look, key. Looks like a front door key to me. Eat key. Get key. Okay. Unlock, please. Door with key. Okay. Can you lock it again? Lock door with key. It's already locked. It's already unlocked. The door is simultaneously locked and unlocked at the same time. Okay, it doesn't check to see whether you lock the door. Once you unlock it, it is in its second state. And you can't return it to its first. But if you try to lock it, it just says that it's already locked. Because it doesn't check to update that. Okay. Go inside. Try walking there. I think it says that whenever you say something with go. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, someone just walked off screen. And this hideous wallpaper. Look. Candle. A useful looking candle. Eat candle. Candle. Get candle. Okay. Can I save? No games to restore. Here we go. Game 1. Okay, good. It saved it. Look. Painting. An exquisitely bad work of art. Get painting. I see no purpose in doing that. Move painting. No? You should try to do something more. Try to be more constructive. Yeah, no breaking anything in this game. Look, table. It's a small, round wooden table, useful for putting things on, like candles. Put candle on table. Put candle on table. Drop candle. We just drop it on the floor. Yeah, get candle. Okay. I always liked in this game that you could actually drop items. You don't need to carry the key with you anymore. I don't think it has any other purpose. Look. Roll. Space, I think it's called. I don't see anything much in here. Wait, there's a little penknife lying in the dust on the floor, and next to it is a little silver whistle. I think you need the candle to be able to see that. Yep. Get penknife. Get whistle. I wonder what the whistle's for. Look, penknife. A rather useful looking penknife. Look, whistle. It's a little silver whistle. Use penknife. Nope. Blow whistle. Okay. Nothing seems to happen. Hey, maybe it's one of those dog whistles that only dogs can hear. Ah, it's a doggy. Look, dog. You're not close enough. I don't want to be close enough. You're in the hall. It sounds as if a big feast or something is going on in the room on the right. There is a flight of stairs to the left. So far, your presence has gone undetected. Aside from the dog. Hey, doggy. Oh dear, it seems the nice doggy has eaten you all up. You'll never get to rescue Penelope this way. Blech. And you're dead. Okay, we've got the items. So yeah, there is death in this game. Not much. And there's no death like, falling off the platform or falling off the stairs like in the Sierra Adventure games. Thankfully. Look, door. Why not try opening it? Well, I just want to look at it, not open it. Open door. What's in here? A bedroom. Open door. I didn't say to go out. Thank you. Look, bed. You get down on your hands and knees and peer under the bed to find absolutely nothing. Use bed. Sleep. Get on bed. This is not the time for a snooze. Get bed. Eat bed. Look out window. It's pretty dark out there. You can just make out the outline of a shed below, in amongst some trees. Open window. Oh, okay. Look. Look cupboard. It looks more like a wardrobe. Being pedantic, aren't we? Look wardrobe. I can see no more than you at this moment. Well, open wardrobe. Look wardrobe. No, you can see more. Look. There's a bit of lag when I'm typing. I'd describe it more like a mask. The game does have some decency when it comes to, like, trying to guess what objects are. I think if you type look, it will actually see... Oh, no, it won't. Okay. You'll say you'll see I typed look face, because, you know, that's kind of what it looks like. Maybe if you type look head, yeah, you'll say, hey, it's actually a mask. Get head. No? Get face. Get mask. Okay. Yeah, okay. It won't accept any of those other options for actually picking it up, but when you're looking at it, it's got a few options. Look light. You see nothing very interesting about it. Close wardrobe. You can actually lock yourself in here, which is neat. You can peer out the gap. No, there's no Narnia in here. Okay. What about in here? A bathroom. Look window. Yeah, it's pretty dark out. It's just the same message. Okay. Look. Toilet. I'd rather not, thanks. Use toilet. Sit on toilet. You don't have time for that. Lower lid. Close toilet. Flush. Flush toilet. Someone else's business. Look Uh, bath. See, nothing very interested about it. Take bath. Use bath. Turn tap. Turn faucet. Look tiles. You have arrived at the bathroom. That's just look room. Okay. Look floor. What about the sink? Look sink. Use sink. That's not use sink. Nope. Turn tap. Turn faucet. Nope. Okay. Hello, welcome. You played this as a kid before you knew any English. All you knew was open door, look at the keyhole, take a book and jump out the window. You always thought Hugo was a kid, not that old. Yeah, he's, I don't really know how old he's supposed to be. I guess I always thought, like, in his 40s or something, since he's got grey hair, but that's just probably just limitations of the, palette. I did try and look through a keyhole. Oh, that would be for the second game, actually. Don't know if that would work in the first game. So, hello, welcome. Look, mirror. There appears to be something daubed on the mirror in red. It looks like the number 333. Who uses daub to describe things? Red rum? No. Look. 333. Read mirror. No. Eat mirror. Okay. Look green. Okay. Nothing else to do in here, I don't think. Whose turn it was first you played? Yeah, well, we're getting to that. That's the longest out of the three. I think in terms of which ones I like, I don't know. I think the second one is the most accomplished. I think the first one's probably be second, and the third one's probably last. The third one, it does have the nicest visuals in some ways, but it's also very short. And it sort of just ends really quickly. So, there's not as much exploring around in it either. It's kind of confined to a very small area. Let's see. Do we go upstairs or do we go down? Trying to remember. Let's go downstairs first, because I want to have a look at the room down there. Let me just save again. Then we go in here. There's a whole bunch of likely people sitting around a table having dinner. We can see Frankenstein's monster, a vampire, I think a witch, some hooded spectre with glowing eyes. The butler's coming to talk to us. Care for a chop, sir? Now, for this part, don't press enter. You just have to type yes. Very good, sir. Sniff. Yeah, just a moment. You're not one of us. You're a blooming interloper. Come here, you little blighter. I'm going to chop your head off. It appears your game is up, so to speak. The butler deftly slices your head off with a handy carving knife. So much for rescuing Penelope. And he chops your head off. These things kind of scared me when I was a kid. You have to wear the mask. I forgot about that. That's enough to fool him. Look, mask. It appears to be a Halloween mask, looking somewhat like a grotesque monkey's head. A full face mask as well. You think there was also an FPS that goes in between second and third or something? Just like, yeah, it's Nightmare 3D. Yes, that was also made by David Gray. I have not played that. It's apparently not very good. I think more just an unbalanced issue than anything else, and kind of long and ambling levels. But yeah, I've never played that. it's... I don't actually know if it's related to the others in terms of story. I think it's kind of like a retelling of the first game. Or it's sort of the same plot as the first game, just a first-person shooter. I think there's an interesting mechanic in it, in that you have different weapons for different types of enemies. Like, you have a magic wand for more magical enemies, and you have a pistol for more mundane enemies, or something like that. Different types of damage dealt. Look. Table. That's some kind of spread. Do you mean like, ooh, what a spread? Or, that's something. I don't know whether I'd want to taste any of it, though. Okay. Look. Food. Doesn't look very tempting. Besides, there's very little left. Eat. Food. I think you should wait for the butler to offer you something. Okay? Look. Butler. You're not close enough. He's just across the table. Look. Monsters. Just your regular old monster type. Look. Frankenstein. Okay. Look. Vampire. Just a regular. Look. Witch. It's Zelda, Wicked Witch of the West. Look. Dracula. Okay. Oh, hey, Lothar. Welcome, welcome. Thank you very much for your resubscription. 27 months. As always, thank you very much. You're too kind. I've managed to drag myself away from MechWarrior 5 for a stream. It's pretty fun. Been playing it with some mods. How are you doing? Look, robe. Oh, I guess that's room. A feast is in full swing here in the dining room. Some of the guests look rather ugly. Something tells me this is not a good place to be, unless, of course, you want to end up on the dinner plate. Look. Bigfoot, I think it is? No. So, yeah, so I think we've got Frankenstein's monster, vampire, a witch, some road person. That might be supposed to be Bigfoot or a werewolf there, I'm not sure. And then the green guy, apparently in the code for the game, it's an alien. So that was what I was talking about earlier from Gemini's video on Pixel Amusement about Hugo's House of Horrors, because he looked into the code for the game and it's actually does specify it as an alien. So... You're doing okay? Haven't had much stream watching time lately. Stupid work. Oh dear. Ramped up, it has it. Well, I hope it lets up soon. Look. Is it a werewolf? I mean, it's not telling me what it is. Look. Cabinet. Okay. Look. Wow. It's pretty, but useless. Look. Oh, it's not talking about the blue-faced lady at the table. It's talking about the big painting in the background. Okay. Apart from the moon, there's nothing much to see. Look, moon. Okay. Just saying the same things. Sit down. But you're not invited. Would that stop me? Care for a chop, sir? Yes. Very good, sir. Sniff. Enjoy. The butler hands you a juicy-looking chop. You take it from him with a polite thank you. Yeah, what monster says thank you? He follows you around. Well, he follows you around initially, then when you get the chop from him, he sort of just wanders around, but I think eventually he starts homing in on you again. The butler, that is. Is it a Yeti? Maybe. The game doesn't actually specify what they are, but apparently they are it is listed in the code what they are. Yeah, as I was saying, I want to do like a follow-up video of these games, looking at the code for the games, because it interests me. I might do that as a local recording, because it's going to require some fiddling around with windows and all that. Get glass. Get plate. Okay. Butler's too busy to engage in chit-chat. These guests are all only interested in eating. Okay. Eat, chop. You feel somewhat invigorated. It is possible to get into dead-end states in this game. Completely unrelated. Oh, the butler's walking backwards. He's actually following me around now. You gonna offer me something? I'm pretty sure he's supposed to offer you a chop again, but if you've used up the first chop, then he just chops your head off, or something like that. Oh well, whatever. Even if you're wearing a mask. So... I might be conflating not wearing a mask and getting your head chopped off. Anyway. Let's go into the tedious kitchen. There's a broom here. A pretty ordinary looking broom. Get broom. Gotta do some sweeping, are we? Hey, the broom must be gripped by some magical powers. Despite your best efforts, you can't budge it. We couldn't budget budging the broom. Open cupboard. You see, find nothing of interest inside. Look, sink. Peering inside, you find nothing to write home about. You can't get to your broom. Yeah, exactly. Game's not going to tell you. Look, oven. Peering inside, you find nothing to write home about. Use oven. Turn on oven. Okay. So there's nothing in any of the cupboards. Let's go out here. Now we're outside. Look, tree. An oak tree, I think. I guess that's the one we saw from the front of the house. Climb. No. Again, climbing just gives the same generic message. It doesn't matter what you specify trying to climb. At least I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter. You shimmy up the tree, find lots of branches and leaves and stuff, and shimmy down again. Good exercise, huh? Okay, it does have a different message. Look, door. Why not try opening it? Open door. This door appears to be locked with a combination lock. What's the combination? How would we know? 1, 2, 3? I'm sorry, that combination doesn't seem to work. 3 through 3. Bingo, the door opens. And it opens. Okay. If you type look in here, the shed seems to have fallen into disuse, and it's pretty much full of garbage, either broken or rusted to pieces. You were just on the point of leaving when you notice an oil can sitting on a shelf. Look, oil can. Little oil can looks like it contains some oil. Who would have thought it? Get oil can. Okay. Look. There's nothing in here. Okay. No, extra screen for the inside of the shed. Just that. No, well, we can't go under grass. Everything in the garden is as it seems. Look path. You are behind a house. Now, in what appears to be a small fenced-in yard. To the rear of the garden is a little shed. You're not close enough. Well, we can't see it from here. Okay. Right. Let me save again. And we go in here. Oh, there's that dog again. And if you let it, the dog will actually actually eat you? Maybe not? Yeah, okay, I have to walk slightly into the room for it to get me. If I just stand in the doorway, it apparently doesn't eat me. Yeah, there we go. But no, that's too far. Okay, so what you do is prepare a message and then go into the room. There we go. And the dog sits down to eat a chop. That seems to have caught the dog's attention. It looks like he's going to be rather busy for a while. I think there is actually a timer for this. Or there's no timer, but if you leave the room and come back, the dog's finished the chop. So then you might actually try to get another chop from the butler, but look, mouse hole. You rummage around in the hole and feel something soft and slightly moist. Phew, a medium-sized pile of mouse droppings. Get droppings. For goodness sakes, give me a break. Look, wall. You see nothing very interesting about it. You're the one who made the adventure game. Look, chop. A rather yummy-looking pork chop. Look, dog. Believe me, this is no lassie. Fat dog. Pet dog. Blow whistle. Nothing seems to happen. We just irritate the dog. Look, rug. Get rug. Push rug. So we have to move rug. There we go. You roll up the rug, and there's a trapdoor underneath it. You can tell because part of the rug's like a different color. Look. Trapdoor. No? Look. Look. This is a pretty empty looking room adjoining the kitchen. The only thing of interest that immediately catches your eye is a rather large and ugly looking dog. Look, door? Okay, look, floor. Okay, open trapdoor. It recognizes trapdoor, it just doesn't have a message for if you look at it. Okay, trapdoor appears to be bolted shut. Open bolt. Despite your best efforts, the bolt refuses to budge. Okay. Use oil can on bolt. Use oil can on bolt. Oil bolt. Okay, there we go. Use bolt. Open bolt. Okay. Right. Now that's interesting. I was doing something there on purpose. And you casually throw the mask away since you won't be needing it anymore. It did actually open the trapdoor. So, okay, this is definitely a later version of the game, because when I played it, if you said open bolt, the game would pop up with a message saying, please say undo bolt. And you'd have to type undo bolt to open the to unbolt the trapdoor to be able to open it. Another case of the game being a bit overly pedantic. I guess this is patched some point later on. I don't know when this version's from, to actually remove that message. Now, which is interesting because there's some things I remember happening in, like, the third game. They might not be there if that's a later revision of the game. You are below the house now. The walls appear to be partially hewn out of rock. To the right of the basement is a large, extremely heavy-looking door. You can hear the muffled sounds of someone sobbing. Look, stairs. Okay, look, rock. You examine every rock in minute detail and come up with zilch. Look, door. Looking through the door, you can make out your beloved Penelope's tear-streaked face. Knock on door. Nobody answers. Surprised? I am, rather. Talk to Penelope. Penelope, alas, cannot speak, since she is gagged. Okay. Open door. Are you kidding? Well, I suppose you had to try. Needless to say, the door is locked. Unlocked door. Well, for a start, there's no keyhole, and secondly, no bolts either. So it's locked on the inside. Okay. Look window? Yeah. Look. Floor. Okay. So what do we do when we're down here? There's no exit to the bottom here. These rocks over here don't seem to do anything. So you can walk behind them. And over here, there's nothing which you can do. I don't know if there's anything under the staircase. No, okay. So what you do is you go in here. There's a hole. Oh, and there's bats. This is fiddly. Okay. You blow the whistle. And it messes with the bats' pathing and makes them slower. Now, they're still deadly, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there we go. Oh dear, you seem to have wandered a bit too close to one of the vampire bats. Looks like it's curtains for you. Now you'll never be able to rescue Penelope. Gotcha. And it got us twice. And we died. Only once, though. No! Whistle. Blow the whistle. Back! Coming straight for me. Sometimes they get a lot of speed. Oh, okay. They're just going to be right there on top of me. Whoa. Okay, you seem to have confused them. Their sonar like navigation. Blah blah blah. We go over here. It's a mummy! So spooky. You're not close enough. Yeah, as you said earlier, our hero is extremely nearsighted. This puzzle here took me a while, me and my dad a while to figure out back in the day. It's, fiddly. So we're on one side of the rock, and the mummy's on the other side of the rock. The mummy paths straight towards you, and is faster than you. We need to pick up that bag of gold on the floor there. You're in a cave with the mummy's tomb. And we have to go through the sarcophagus over there, because you can see a room through the other side of it. What you need to do is you need to go down and then go up. And you have to trap the mummy behind the other side of the rock, which I failed to do. You're in a cave full of bats. I don't want to hang around. Okay. I think I did it wrong in the first place. We need to go up first. Damn it. You need to go up and then get the mummy stuck on that side of the rock. Ah. Okay, there we go. Ah! Damn it. I'm not even reading the message, it shows, sorry. Just like, oh no, you've fallen in the hands of the evil mummy. Da. Okay. Whoa. Okay. I think they have to, like, touch your feet region. Okay, we need to get... There we go. So you need to get the mummy stuck on that side of the rock. Now, the mummy can't get to us because it's, like, stuck on the lip of the rock. Yes, this is what you're supposed to do. So you can walk over here and get the bag of gold. What bag? Woo! A small fortune in gold. Get bag. Okay. And then you go all the way over to here. And then you go up. And you go through there. We're in a new room. You are now in a large open cavern. There is a small underground lake here, at the far side of which is some sort of jetty. And a very old-looking man appears to be just sitting on the jetty fishing. To the far right, at the back of the tunnel, at the back of the cavern, you can see a tunnel. No. Ah! God damn it. I was meaning to save. Sorry. But I pressed F5 instead of F4. Well, we get to see all that again. Okay. Okay, there we go. So we'll go here. Ah. Oh. Okay. Oh. I'll save here, actually. Right. We need to, like, go up high, far enough so that the mummy starts moving towards us, but then immediately go down. Get back. Can we look at the mummy? You know, I'm beginning to think that there's actually no message for looking at the mummy. It's just going to keep saying that you're not close enough. Oh, it's actually got a face. Huh. Interesting. That was another thing which kind of creeped me out when I was a kid, because it just starts zooming towards you. Look. Tomb. Tomb looks very unusual, but then you don't see one every day, do you? Can I close it? Hmm. Hmm. Oh well, whatever. New room. There's a cavern. Look. Lake. Okay, it's the same thing. Boat. Don't believe there's anything over here. No. Looks like you could go that way, but you can't. Oh! Bugger. I actually forgot to do something. Right, okay. We're going back to here. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. It's not that long. We need to go upstairs and we need to go into the room at the end of the hall here. I forgot about that. The high-frequency cosmic radiation emanating from this room knocks your mask onto the floor. You can pick it up on your way. Pick it up again when you come out. The mad professor speaks. Ah, there you are. I've been looking all over the house for you. Look, you're late and we haven't much time. Step into the box and we'll begin the experiment. Professor beckons you to step into the large cubicle in the center of the room. You have arrived in the mad professor's laboratory. There is a strange-looking box connected to some weird machine with the flashing lights. With flashing lights. In the left-hand corner of the room is a little table with an assortment of odd-shaped items on it. Table. The only thing you recognize is a useful-looking rubber bung. The little red thing just underneath, just to the right of Hugo's hand now. Look, Professor. He looks totally gone. Look, just do as you're told, okay? Look. Green man. He has a certain charm, I suppose. Igor. Okay. Talk to Igor. Igor is good at taking orders, but it's not much of a conversationalist. Look, box. Look. Cubicle. Okay, fine. Whatever. Let's go in there. Good, said the professor. Okay, Igor, press the blue button. Igor grumbles something incoherently and deftly presses the red button. You idiot, Igor, roars the professor. That's all I need. A colorblind imbecile for an assistant. Oh dear, I've got my headache coming on again. I've had enough hassle for one day. I'm going to have a lie down. The professor storms off, leaving you alone with Igor. There he goes. And we're shrunk. Take this moment to fit behind here. And to grab the bung. Okay. Look, bung. Well, it's a sort of round and rubbery. And what you use to, like, stop up a hole in a barrel. Okay, well, let's continue on our micro-adventure. Too bad, in your current state, you can't reach the door handle. Okay. So what you need to do is tell Igor to press the blue button. Definitely presses the yellow button. And we're big again. Even though it wasn't the right button. But we're spinning around hopelessly. In your current state, you can't coordinate your hand to turn the door handle. Whoa. Okay, back in the box. Tell Igor to press the blue button. Definitely presses the green button. And now we're... I don't know. I always saw this as being like kind of shredded or something, but he might Hugo might be supposed to be like a ghost. Too bad in your current state you can't grip the door handle to open it. You see, if you're a ghost, I would assume you could just float through the door, but I guess maybe your hand's just like... I don't know. I don't know. We've got holes in us. Okay. Tell Igor to press the blue button. Definitely presses the blue button. There we go. And we're all back to normal. And, yeah, you can't fit back here, full-sized to get the bung. You have to go behind the door here to get it, but you can't do that. I don't know if you can actually go through all that again if you missed it the first time. Let's see. Ego's fed up pressing buttons and refuses. I think you should go while you can. Can I push the button? Push red button. I think you better leave that to Igor. Okay. Look machine. You see lots of buttons and dials and flashing lights. Please don't ask me to try and figure it out. Okay. So yeah, if you missed the first loop around, you can't get it again. Also, the order which Igor presses the buttons is just left to right. He presses the red one, then yellow, then green, then blue, regardless of what you say. So we don't actually need the mask anymore. The professor's not in any of the rooms, from what I remember. He's not, like, lying on the bed in there. Do I have... Okay. Throw, chop, at, dog. Look, mouse hole. I don't remember if this gives you points. Don't think so. Move, carpet. Open trapdoor. Undo bolt. Oil bolt. Undo bolt. Open trapdoor. Okay. And yeah, you throw away the mask, so it doesn't matter. I guess the mask does something like changes the state of which the game recognizes you're in. So that's why it gets rid of it. Because some of the scripts for like targeting Hugo wouldn't work if you're able to wear it in other areas. No! Not again. Why do I keep spelling it like that? Okay, blow the whistle. We have to do the mummy thing, which I've gotten a bit of practice about now. He says, probably dying to it. Again, I keep missing the W and just pressing the S. Oh, I think I messed it up. Yeah. There. Okay. Oh yeah, the mummy doesn't actually, like, kill you. It just catches you and doesn't let you go or something. There we go. Get gold. Do we go over to here? Go up. And we're back here. Finally. Okay. We have what we need. Which is the rubber bung for the boat here. Look, boat. Looks like a serviceable boat. I wonder whether it would get you to the other side. Get in boat. I'm afraid the boat has a hole in the bottom. Unless you can plug it with something, this boat will surely sink before you can get to the other shore. Use bung on boat. Apparently, use bung on hole. Use bung. Plug hole with. Okay, there we go. Get in boat. Okay. We get out of boat. This is what you need the penknife for. Cut rope with penknife. Actually, can I look rope? The rope is to stop the boat drifting away. Untie rope. The rope is knotted too tightly, and you are, alas, unable to untie it despite your best efforts. Cut rope. The boat is now floating free. Get rope. It's of no use to you. In an adventure game, I find that hard to believe. Get in boat. Okay. Look. Looks like a serviceable boat. I wonder whether it will get you to the other side. Right, so now you can't actually move when you're in the boat. You just have to say push off. And the boat just floats around aimlessly. You have no control over it. But you do get to where you want to be. Okay. Get out. The old man is blocking your path. Look, old man. He looks at least 200 years old. That's pretty old. Push, old man. Well, I guess we pushed off. And it moves you back to where you were. So you go back and forth. I'm pretty sure if you say push, it just moves you. Look, fishing rod. Looks like a service. Oh. Talk to old man. The old man seems about to speak. Ah, welcome to my lake, my fine young friend. I have been waiting for you. I am well aware of your quest, and I would hasten you on your way. However, before I let you pass, I must satisfy myself that you have the experience to handle the dangers that lurk through yonder passage. To this end, you will permit me to test your mettle with a few questions and answers to which would come readily to the lips of any seasoned adventurer. Yes, sure. Be warned, however, that I can only accept your first answer. Clears his throat and asks, what was the first name of the hero in The Hobbit? Bilbo. Correct. And the next question is, where did Aslan live? Hint, not in the wardrobe. Narnia. Correct. And the next question is, who invented Count Dracula? Bram Stoker. Correct. And the next question is, what should you do with a pan-galactic gargle blaster? Ride it, fire it, drink it, or run away from it? C, drink it. And now a riddle. What's the name of the only mammal that can't fly? That can fly? Human. Sorry, that's incorrect. No, it is not. That is correct. Those are different questions. They're actually better questions. Some of them, anyway. They got an update too in this version, it seems. Yeah. Bilbo. Narnia. Bram Stoker. This one is a new question. When I played this, the question was, what was the name of Roy Rogers' dog? And, being in Australia, we had myself, my dad, and my mum had no idea who Roy Rogers was. And there's no internet or Google at the time in like 93. So Yeah. Had to just guess, which was quite difficult. There's a lot of names for a dog. It turns out the dog's name was Bullet because Roy Rogers was like a, I don't really know. It's like a TV show in America, and I think he was like a cowboy guy who played guitar or something like that. Something. Anyway. And the last question was, I think, did you register this game or something like that? Or did you pay for this game? And oh no, two more. Oh, okay, never mind. Shut me up. It has not changed. The question's still in there. What's the name of Roy Rogers' dog? It's Bullet. Are you sure you want to rescue Penelope? Yes, that one has changed, because I'm pretty sure that used to be, have you purchased the game? So if you say no, then he just leaves you there, and you can't get out. Anyway. But yeah, that question of Roy Rogers' dog got stuck in a phrase. Which is really annoying, because this game is basically finished. Look. You have arrived at a passage with a room at the end. There is a large guard at the end who appears to be standing outside a kind of jail. Wait, behind the guard you can make out a familiar shape. Yes, it's Penelope, being held prisoner. Look, guard. This is one dude you don't want to argue with. Okay. Punch guard. Hit guard. You know, you really should curb those violent tendencies. Talk to guard. He doesn't understand you. Push guard. You can't get past him. Use penknife on guard. Nope. Oh dear. One moment. Get out of here. Okay. There we go. So we give coin to guard. No, give money to guard. You hand over one coin from your little bag of golden coins. He makes a gruff noise, which you assume was a thank you, and steps aside, allowing you to pass. Nearly there, Hugo. I wonder if you could actually block his movement if you talk to him from the left there. Yeah. And he's still blocking the path. Give money to guard. And then he moves again. Give money to guard. You can keep telling him, you can keep giving him coins. Okay. And he moves every time, but he can't move any further. Whoa! We do a jig. Congratulations! You are so glad to have rescued Penelope, you dance for joy. You wiggle back and forth. After cutting her ropes with your penknife, you open the bolts of the jail door and find yourself back in the basement. I wonder what happens if I drop the penknife. Probably nothing. From here, you trip hand in hand up the basement stairs, past the ferocious doggy, through the kitchen and out the front door to freedom, and live happily ever after. Yay! Goodbye. And it drops you to DOS. There we go. I actually want to try that, though. That was an abrupt ending. Yeah, it does end rather, suddenly. From all the talk of the old man saying, "Oh, you've got great challenges ahead of you," and then there's just one dude. It's like, oh, okay. Shush. No music. I would actually want to drop the items I have. Let's see. Drop key. Do they all have appearances? Drop candle. Okay. I don't think the candle's animated anymore once you pick it up. Drop Knife. No, you'll be needing it. Oh, okay, you can't drop that. Drop whistle. You can't drop the whistle. Drop oil. And drop gold. Okay, so you can drop the gold, the candle, and the knife. And they actually deduct points from you when you drop them. Okay, so there's no visuals for the penknife or the whistle, because you can't drop them once you pick them up. And the oil. There would be for the chop, because you throw it. You could probably drop that after you pick it up. And the mask you could drop. So, yay, we win. How romantic. There we go. $30 US plus $4 shipping and handling. I have to see whether I can find an earlier version of this. Anyway, that is Hugo's House of Horrors. So spooky. It's not that long, is it? Let's see. Do I want to keep this as one video, or do I want to split it up into 3 different videos? I think I'll just keep it as a one video. We'll continue with Hugo II. Whodunit. There we go. This one's not very spooky. I did find some parts of it quite scary, though. Or kind of spooky when I was young. Hit return for the story so far. I'll just wait for the music to finish. Okay, there we go. Recuperating from their previous adventures, Hugo's House of Horrors, Hugo and Penelope travel to Europe and the quiet charm of the English countryside, where they have just arrived at the secluded cottage of Hugo's Great Uncle Horace. We join them in the hall, where they are met by the maid. I'm pretty sure that the image there has been based off of a photograph, but I've looked around quite a few times, and I've not been able to find an image which matches it, so I don't know what house it's based off of. That becomes something which is more which occurs more often in the later games, Hugo II and particularly Hugo III. I'm pretty sure David Gray used photographs for the basis of a few screens. I mean, look, the visuals just don't look hand-drawn as much. Saucy-looking French maid welcomes you. Bonjour, Hugo et Penelope. I have placed your bags in the room upstairs. It is the 3rd floor on the right, s'il plaît. You go upstairs now, please. I think you must be tired after your long flight, no? We shall see you in a little while, yes? Yes, no, maybe? Penelope starts making her way upstairs. Look. You are in the hall in Great Uncle Horace's cottage. Look. Stairs. Look. Stairs. Okay. Look, maid. You see a saucy looking French maid? Got tomato sauce all over her dress. Look. Penelope. It's a pretty Penelope. Look. Plant. Every home should have one. It looks a bit depressing. Look. Painting. Pretty, isn't it? Look. Door. Why not try opening it? You can't actually get past the maid. Please go to your room, monsieur. She blocks your path. I don't think you can actually get past her. There might be an invisible wall stopping you. Anyway. Go up here. Open door. The maid calls to you. Monsieur, I told you already. This is the 3rd door on the right. Okay. Talk to... Yes. Honey, I'm tired after our journey. I need to lie down for a while. How about we go to our room, huh? Okay, fine. Open door. There we go. We stick our head through the door frame. I'm really tired after our long flight, Hugo, said Penelope as she walks towards the bed. Why don't you get a book from the bookcase and read while I have a little snooze, she continues. Blonk. Okay. Look. You're in the guest bedroom. Look, bed. It's a quaint old four-poster. Look, table. There's nothing on it. Get table. I don't think that would accomplish much somehow. Look, door. You see nothing very interesting about it. Can we leave? You really should look around in this room first. Look, keyhole. You can make out a room that looks like somebody's study. There doesn't appear to be anyone in there. Knock on door. Nobody answers. Look, bookcase. You can see a rather impressive book collection. One yellow book in particular seems to stand out. Read spine of book. Read book. Don't have it. Push. Well, whatever. Get book. As you grasp the book, you hear a low rumbling noise as the bookcase starts to move. Yeah, we just dive in. Oh dear, looks like Hugo has disappeared into a secret chamber behind the bookcase. Whatever next? Meanwhile, sweet Penelope sleeps on. Time passes. A noise wakens Penelope from her slumbers. A heated argument appears to be going on in the room next door. Wondering briefly where Hugo is, you decide to get up and investigate what all the commotion is about. You see a light shining through the keyhole of the door over to the left. Yep, I'm walking over there automatically. Okay. Let me save. Look, door. Look. Keyhole. Okay. Oh look, it's Great Uncle Horace. Who's that he's arguing with? Stab. Bleh. I like that little bit of red which appears briefly. Penelope is so shocked by what she has just witnessed that she completely faints. Flonk. After a little while, she comes around. All is quiet now. Plonk. Well, poor Great Uncle Horace. It appears there is a murderer in the house. So now, sweet Penelope, your mission is clear. To find out who murdered Great Uncle Horace and bring them to justice. By the way, where did Hugo disappear to? Yeah. Knock on door. Nobody answers. Look. Keyhole. The room is too dark to see anything now. Can we go out here? You really should look around in this room first. Open door. Won't open. We're locked in our room. Oh no. Oh well. Back to bed. Sleep. I find that befuddling. Get bed. Go to sleep. Try walking there. Get pillow. Look. Pillow. Look under bed. You search, turns up nothing. Get blanket. Okay, never mind. It's not even a bedside table. What about our... What about our, what's it called? Our suitcases and all that. Where are they? Look, wallpaper. Well, okay, but that's not what I was looking at. Fine. Get book. We just dive in as well. And we're over here now. Look. You're in Great Uncle Horace's study. Oh, I don't see any blood on the floor. Look, keyhole. See nothing very interesting about it. I can't look through the other side. Open door. It won't open. Look, chair. Nothing very interesting about it. Door is locked and you don't have the key. Yeah, okay, thanks. Look, bird. It's a brightly coloured parrot. Look. Get parrot. So no use to you. Talk to parrot. Squawk, pretty birdie, pretty birdie. What do you do with that knife? Stop it. Ah, Squawk. Look, cage. Okay. Look, desk. Opening the desk drawer reveals a book of matches. I didn't even open it. Get matches. Okay, these matches are the bane of my existence in this game. Look, desk. Find nothing of interest inside. Look, pens. Look, inkwell, I think it is. Well, it's a pen and inkwell at the back there. This is something I found out last time I played this game. You can look at the blotter on the table. There is nothing to read on the blotter. No, wait. At the very bottom, almost too small to read, you can make out the words Acme Blotting Products, Inc. Ha ha ha. Get blotter. It's no use. No, it's of no use to you. Look under blotter. You don't have it. Fine. Look, phone. You see nothing very interesting about it. It's one of them their old phones which have the dial, you know, it's a rotary phone. We had one at the time. I kind of miss them. They were a pain to ring things though. You had to dial through each individual number. Use phone. You pick up the phone and dial the police. Just as you get through and are about to tell you a story, the line goes dead. Use phone. Every time we use it, the line goes dead. Open drawer. Find nothing of any interest inside. Okay. Look under desk. There's nothing underneath it. What's in this room? It's a child's room. You're in the baby's room. I don't think there is a baby in this game. Look, blocks. I think you're a little too old to be playing with the baby's building blocks. You're never too old. Get blocks. I was just telling you to look at them, not even to play with them. Look. Crib? You're in the baby's room. Look. Pen. You don't have it. That's not what I meant. Look. Balloon. Not close enough. Get balloon. As you grab the balloon, it bursts. A little card, which apparently was inside the balloon, floats to the ground. You pick up the card and read it. Confucius say, detective who spend all day catching red herrings might do better and quit job and become fisherman. Yeah, well. Look out window. You can see outside. Yes, I know. What is outside? Look, window. Door is locked and you don't have the key. All the doors are locked. Kick blocks. Look. Hole. Well, this is a dumbwaiter. It's a dumbwaiter, used to carry food up and down from the kitchen. What do you do with these? You get in a dumbwaiter. You get in a dumbwaiter and press the switch. Dumbwaiter descends to the kitchen below. Here we go. That's how we get downstairs. This kitchen looks rather familiar, doesn't it? Look, oven. There's nothing very interesting in or around that particular unit. Look. Cupboard. Opening the cupboard reveals a clove of garlic. Get garlic. Okay. Look, sink. There's nothing very interesting. Blah, blah, blah. What have we got? Look, matches. Little book of matches. Look, garlic. Ugh, the garlic smells foul. Open door. It won't open. Closed door. I don't think that would accomplish much somehow. Look, a window. You can see outside. This is another one of those screens which makes me think it was based off of a photograph. I think I've gotten everything in the previous room. We have a few options of which way to go from here. I think we do anyway. Or do they all lead to the same place? They might all lead to the same place. What if we go this way? Ah, here we go. Whoa there, don't get too close to those Venus flytraps. This is one of them mazes which you have to avoid the objects or you die. See Space Quest 2 and the root monster maze. This isn't that bad, he says as he dies. It's not as long. But as usual, like, your character's sprite is wider than you'd expect. I'm not going far enough east. Okay, there we go. And then you go down. There we go here. Go up. And then we go up there. There we go. Okay. Oh, really? I'd like to see the hitboxes for this. Not that bad, he says. These games are some which I'd like to see, like, decompiles of them as on the scale of, like, these Space Quest games and King's Quest and all. Okay, there we go here. Up. And there. Get. Glass. Okay, it's a magnifying glass. Look, glass. It's a magnifying glass used, for example, for reading small print. Okay, we're going to save. And we'll head back. Yeah, like, the path is rather forgiving, but the thing is that Venus flytraps are bigger than you'd expect them to be. You might be able to go over to the, there, yeah. Here we go. And if we head back, right, we're in this screen now, so we don't have to go back through the Venus flytrap maze to get back to where we were. Don't worry about it. You're outside the gardener's shed. It's a small garden shed with one window and a door. Hello. You're inside the shed. The gardener sees you. He appears to be holding a pair of pliers, which he quickly thrusts into his pants, as if to hide them. He speaks. Oh my, you're a pretty little thing, and almost fake. What say you close the door? That'll make things nice and private. Oh, great. Look. Broom. Is it a broom? Nothing very interesting about it. Get broom. So no use to you. Come closer, my dear. What do you want? Kissy kissy. That man. Okay. Look, Gardener. The Gardener returns your stare. Okay, what you need to do is eat garlic. It would appear the Gardener is not too fond of garlic. Your terrible garlic breath seems to have gotten the better of him. And he runs off. Before you start hitting those buttons, a word of explanation. Since you don't know what they do, you won't know what you've done until you see what they do. Confused? I'm sure you'll soon get a hang of it. Look, tools. You can see various rusty old tools. None of them look as if they would be of much use to you. Okay. These buttons kind of look familiar as well, don't they? You can see 4 colored buttons. Underneath the buttons is some lettering. The lettering is very faded, and you can only make out the following characters under the green button. B, G, A, P, E. Okay. Use glass on buttons. Okay. Read buttons with glass. Okay. So, let's see. Press red button. That turns the light off in here. Okay. Press button. Click. Don't hear anything. Press green button. Click. Don't hear anything. Press blue button. You hear a faint rumbling noise in the distance. Look, sky. Why is it falling? That's the same message from the first game. Look. Edge. Peering over, you see nothing of any interest. Look, grass. Look. Flowers. Every home should have one. Flowers? Right, so one of the buttons turned the lights on here, and the blue button opened the gates here. You're standing in front of a pair of very large iron gates. The gates appear to be open. And again, this is one of those screens that I'm pretty sure is copied from a photograph. Though I haven't seen the original one. Oh boy, it's time for everyone's favorite part of an adventure game. It's a hedge maze! You're in a maze of twisty little paths which are all alike, and a reference to Cave Adventure, I think it is. Now, I'm going to say I remember this maze pretty well, so I shouldn't get lost in it. There are 3 objects which we need to find in here. And I remember where 2 of them are. I think I just went in a loop. Yeah, okay. One's like in the top right-hand corner. The other one's in the left corner. And then the other one is sort of like in the center, I think. Not there. Okay, we need to go up further. I have mapped this out. It's not very big. Furrow my brow. Am I in the right spot? I'm getting... What if I go up now? Oh, well, we found this. Look. You can also see a gun. Look, gun. It looks real. I wonder if it works. Get the gun. Okay. So we have a pistol now. This way? I know we kind of want to go to an area in the top right. Because it will sort of go along and then go down, I think, to a dead end, but there'll be an item there. Here? Yeah, here we go. Look. You see a bell. Get bell. Okay. Look. Bell. It's the kind of bell one might use to summon aid. Right. There's one more item we need to get here. And it's in the... The gun is the one which was like in the middle. I think the other one we need is often to the left side somewhere. It might be closer to the entrance. I think it's in an area. It's in a dead end area like that. I don't think we need to go up. We go down here. No? Okay. There's no dangers in this maze. When I was younger, I used to be scared that things would happen in it. But no, nothing happens. Uh... Well, we're back at the entrance. Is it in the top left? I thought I had a look there. I guess I'm going to look up a map. Just a moment. That's not the right one. That's not the right one. Uh... Here we go. Oh, okay. I'll bring this up on screen to show it. Let me see. Okay, let me bring up a new image. Desktop. Here we go. Okay, so here's the maze. I thought one of the objects was in the left, either the top left or the bottom left, but no, it's not. So you start at the middle bottom, where you can see the line going off the bottom edge of the screen, and it's sort of divided into two halves, the bottom half and the top half, and the top half is where most of the items are. So we get the gun while going from one side to the other, and the bell is, yeah, it's in the top right hand corner, and then we need to get a bottle, which is sort of in the middle. It's actually a bit south of where the bell was. Okay. I'll know where that is. I just have to go down and then around. I remember mapping this out myself. Why are you moving oddly? That's weird. I'm using the diagonal keys on the numpad, but for some reason Penelope like starts moving diagonally, then starts moving straight up. And stops. Maybe she's bouncing off the wall there. Okay, so here we go. This is where the gun would have been. And then we need to go... I'm going to go left. I think. Hang on. Let me just look at that map again. Alright, so if I go up, I think I passed where the gun was. Then this is down. Yeah, okay. I gotten ahead of myself. Yep. Okay. Right, then there should be a T-junction. Yep, then there'll be another T-junction. Yep, and then there'll be a four-way crossroad. And then we need to go down here. And then we need to go left and along this way. Okay. If you actually just stick to going left at every corner in this maze, you will end up getting all the items and getting back to the entrance. Look, bottle. It is a clear glass bottle. A label was attached with the word serum printed on it. Get bottle. Okay. Who knows what it's doing just lying out here in the middle of nowhere, but... Oh well. Do not question these things. We are on an adventure. Going down here loops you around, back up to this screen on the right. And then if you go directly up from there and turn right at a T-junction, you will then go down and you'll go to the bell. Up there is a path which leads... Well, I'll just put the map back on screen. We're at that zigzaggy area up the top. Sort of A3 at the moment. No, hang on. B3 at the moment. And then going up here, we're at A3. If A is the top... If A1 is the top left-hand corner. So we're in A3. Then A2. We want to go down here to B2. Then B3. Or C3. No, C2, sorry. Then we go C3. And then D3. E3. F3. And we can just go left here, back to B2, F2. Then we want to go up. I'll stop reading off the directions like I'm playing battleships. Hey, TG. Welcome. Happy Spooktober. Happy Spooktober to you too. We started off with a game which was relatively spooky. Relative to what? I don't know. Relative to me being 3 or 4 years old when I first played it. Now we've moved on to the fearsome hedge mages. Hedge mazes, not hedge mages. That'd be more interesting. And here's the entrance again. Then we get out. Look, finally. Okay. Okay, fine. We'll just save on game 1. Then we go right here. And this screen. Look. You are standing in a field by a stream. There is a little bridge across the stream. You notice some wild catnip plants growing here and there. Hint, hint. Pick it up. Get catnip. Look. Catnip. You see nothing very interesting about it. Okay. This screen is a pain. Because you have to get across the bridge. What's so problematic about that? Well... Oops, how careless. You seem to have dropped your little book of matches when you bumped into the side of the bridge. Oh well, we can just go pick them up. How convenient that they landed on the other side. Okay. What matches? Your matches look a little soggy, presumably because you dropped them in the stream so carelessly. Dry matches. I don't fully understand. Yep. Nothing you can do about it. The matches are ruined. You can't use them now. You have to get across the bridge without bumping into the sides. Again, this isn't as difficult as you'd think it is, because there's kind of a straight line going across the bridge where you won't bump into the sides. Like, right about there, as you saw. But you have to sort of stop before you get to the end. Because you can bump into the other, side of the bridge. I don't have a good way to line yourself up. There we go. But it was a pain to get across, but yeah. Yeah. You attempted to play Numb, 1998, and you lasted 17 minutes or so. The 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10 reviews are real for a reason. Yes, low standard, but that was too much. I don't know that game. Numb. Is it a helicopter game or some kind of first-person shooter? I think there was a game in this magazine here, which was like a Vietnam War helicopter game. A build engine shooter. Oh, okay. Let me see. There's a game here called Traitor's Gate, which is some kind of pre-rendered 3D adventure game or something. SU-27 Flanker 2.0. Jane's USAF. Maybe there wasn't in this. Nations. Flight Commander. Gabriel Knight 3. Rainbow Six. Rogue Spear. Omicron, the Nomad Soul. It actually got a 93 in this edition of PC Power Play. Omicron, the Nomad Soul. The best example yet of the hybrid game. Near perfect balance of adventure, action, and role-playing. Brilliantly compelling and thought-provoking story. Against. The font used on the city sides is hard to read, making navigation a touch confusing at first. I think the game, from what I've heard, has got more problems than just the font used on the sides. Eesh. It's got a thing for The Sims in there. I was going to do The Sims. Also, Final Fantasy VIII, which was a PC version. I played the demo of it. It was very confusing. No, I can't find it at the moment. I don't know. Anyway. Worst part is the near invisible landmines are randomly getting insta-gibbed by carpet bombing. Oh, joy. Only way to play it is quick save every 10 seconds. Overall, very frustrating experience. I guess the things like carpet bombing are randomized or something. There's not like a way to like learn where they are or something. things like that where you have to wonder whether the people playing the game played it themselves. Whoa there, don't get too close to those ferocious-looking bees. You are standing in the grounds of Great Uncle Horace's house. Attached to the fence is a strange lantern-like object. There are some ferocious-looking bees buzzing around nearby. Stingaroo! Oh dear, you seem to have wandered a bit too close to one of the killer bees. Looks like it's curtains for you. Now you'll never be able to rescue Hugo and solve the Whodunit. Blech. They truly were killer bees. Okay. Drop matches. Okay. I believe our matches are fine. If we drop them on this side of the bridge, we can bump into all the sides of the bridge that we want all day, and there'll be no problem. We need to go back to the gardener's shed, because one of the buttons I pressed turned off the light there. Not the light there, but the light around where the bees are. I forget which one it is. It's the yellow one or the green one. Oh, right. Okay, the green button is the one, because it says Bug Zapper. Seems a bit extreme for bees. I would have thought Horace is an atheist if he's got killer bees around. Whatever. Instead, you prepared They Hunger for the Half-Life Zombie Total Conversion for 1999, which was bundled with PC Gamer magazine. I don't remember if I played that. I might have seen, like, Vinny play that at some point. So we can pick up the matches again. And I did press that. Let me go back. So yeah, those lights are off. Press the green button. The thingy should have been on. You did finish 4 of the Delta Force games, at least. You need a break for them now. Yeah. I need to play a variety of games, otherwise I get a bit well tired of them. I think that happened with the MechWarrior games. I was enjoying them, but I'd played a bit too much, so... And then, listen to me, I'm playing MechWarrior 5 in my spare time. There we go. So the lamp's on and the bees will buzz around it. It has a U-shaped fluorescent light tube at its center, with a series of metal rods spaced vertically around it. Surrounding the rods is a thick mesh-like screen, which also acts as the frame of the device. Don't actually have bug zappers here in Australia. At least not from what I've seen. We don't have one. You get mosquitoes and all that around. I remember when I was younger, we had mosquito nets. And you'd, if you're in the country, and you'd sleep with them around you, but... You're actually looking forward to playing a faster-paced build engine game, but that one's in shambles quickly. Oh dear. Maybe you should try playing a better game, like Corridor 7. Or, oh man. What was that like? I think Civi11 did a video on it. It was like was it a Brazilian game? Which was like aliens telling you to fight against people. Something like that. Prepared Strife as well. I've heard good things about Strife. I don't think it interests me enough to play it myself. But it's an interesting mix of first-person shooter and like RPG adventure game. What I've seen. There's a strange old man sitting on a mushroom in the middle of the field. He looks curiously familiar. Not to Penelope, because she would never have seen him. As he sees you, the old man's face twists into an evil smile. He waves his wand, and suddenly you are gripped by an irresistible force, pulling you towards him. Ooh. The old man speaks. Ah, welcome to my field, my fine young friend. I have been waiting for you. I am well aware of your quest, and I would hasten you on your way. However, before I let you pass, I must satisfy myself that you have the experience to handle the dangers that lurk through yonder pathways. 'Tis true, I am familiar to you, though our paths have not e'er crossed. Thy friend Hugo did answer my simple questions at a different time and place. For you, sweet Penelope, no trifling questions or petty riddles. For you, I have installed the most awesome imponderables imaginable. Art thou ready? Your first subject will be geology. Specifically, I shall be asking questions related to plants and ferns of the Silurian period of the Paleozoic era. Here's the first question. Excuse me. While the old man is clearing his throat, you seize your chance. Not having Hugo's patience, you decide to take matters into your own hands. Grabbing the old man's wand, you smartly whack him over the head with it and carry on your merry quest. Plonk. Good, no more quizzes. He looks at least 200 years old. With mushroom. We can't look at his mushroom. Guess wand. Well, it's completely lost its magical powers, and therefore is of no use whatsoever to you. Okay. There's no reply. Oh boy. You're in a fork in the path. There's a slithery snake here. This damn snake. It gave me nightmares when I was like 4. This snake bites you, and then, well, we can see. Ouch! The nasty snake just bit you. Well, you don't die. But there is a timer running now. And I don't remember whether it's like based off of how many screen transitions you have. That's why I was going back and forth. Or whether it's just based off like an actual in-game timer, which you can't see. But after a while, you will die. Look, bottle. It says serum. Drink. Bottle. You feel a tingling sensation for a moment, and then it subsides. Pretty soon, you start to feel your normal self again. That's what that's for. And now the snake, once it's bit us, I guess it's biting us constantly, but we're actually immune to its venom now. It's one of the rarer venomous species. Beautiful, but very deadly. I appreciate the appropriate use of venomous there. Get snake. It's of no use to you. Talk to snake. You want to be aware that talking to oneself is the first sign of madness. Put harness on snake. You don't have it. Ride snake. No. Turn snake into Pegasus. Not even a wrong game. Anyway, we need to go up here. Hey, it's a doggy. You are standing outside the doghouse. Look, sticks. You see nothing very interesting about it. Get stick. Okay. Drop stick. No, you'll be needing it. Look, stick. It's a stick. Okay. Look, sign. You're read sign. I don't fully understand. Look, dog. You're not close enough. Hey, doggy. What a cute doggy. Pet dog. Nice doggy. Look, wall. You see nothing very interesting about it. Look. Kennel. There is a dog in the way. Okay. Throw stick. Whee! Fetch boy! Do. Look, Kettle. There's a stick of dynamite in the doghouse. Get dynamite. Okay. Look, dynamite. The stick of dynamite has a fuse at one end. Eat dynamite. Okay. Can't go right from here. Go down here. You are at the end of the grounds. Beyond them is a gate leading to a street. On the sidewalk, there is a phone booth. Apparently, we are in England, so... Hold on. Look at the street. See, nothing to write home about. Look, wall. The graffiti says, for an out-of-this-world experience, dial 1-800-333-HUGO. And it loops around itself. I think even if you go down here... Yeah, it goes to the fence. And then it just goes back. Don't worry about it. It's weird. You are at the end of the grounds. Beyond them is a gate leading to a street. On the sidewalk, there is a phone booth. Use phone. Call police. You don't have any more quarters. You pick up the phone and dial the emergency number for the police. Okay, I guess we did have... Wait, what? Quarters? But we're in England. Hello, this is the local police. Officer Higgins at your service. How may I help you? You explain the situation to Officer Higgins in great detail. After you finish, he says, a murder, eh? Very well. Listen, I can't come over right now since I'm rather busy on a case. I'll meet you in the living room at the house at 6 o'clock, okay? You agree and put the phone down. But how to get to the living room? On an impulse, you pick up the phone again and start to dial the first number that comes into your head. Realizing that would be rather futile, you hang up the phone again. Okay. Dial 1-800-333. You go. Oh, 1. Ooh, you feel a strange sensation as the walls of the phone box grow hazy and seem to recede. You hear a strange pulsating throbbing noise and your head starts to spin. If you didn't know better, you'd say the phone box appeared to be in motion. Eventually, the throbbing stops and the feeling of motion ceases. You gingerly peer out the door. Pyoing! Sheesh, you missed. No, wait, a lucky shot. It bounced off the rock and struck home. Nice shooting, partner. Pow. It's an evil mechanized monster bent on the destruction of the universe. And defeatable by a pistol. Strange man introduces himself. I'm the doctor. Doctor who, you ask? Never mind, he replies. I want you to take this for saving my life. He hands you a curious device, which he describes as a sonar screwdriver. It may come in handy sometime. Now please, return the way you came. Goodbye and good luck. Do you want your phone booth back? You are on the planet Retupmok. Look, Doctor, this mysterious fellow calls himself the Doctor. Who he is and where he comes from, I have simply no idea. Okay. Fine. Whatever. Hooray, Doctor Who reference. And you go back into the phone booth, and you're back out here. And we have a sonar screwdriver. Completely different from the sonic screwdriver. It's legally distinct, don't you know? Okay, with that segue out of the way, let's head back here. Right, here's a well. strange that this isn't just an Easter egg, but actually required to finish the game. Yeah, it feels like something which is a complete segue. But I don't think there's actually... Well, there's the balloon. And I guess there's a few things at the end which you don't have to do. By the way, I don't know whether I'm going to get a full score. Probably. Pardon. But, like in Hugo's House of Horrors, I don't think there's any actions you don't have to take. It's really everything which you do is pretty much to furthering towards the end of the game. This one does have a few actions which you don't have to do. They just, I guess, in quotation marks, explain the plot, but they really don't. The plot is flimsy. Look, well, you peer down into the murky depths of the well and see only blackness. Taking a small pebble, you lean over and drop it down. After a while, you hear a dull thud. Climb down well. Okay, down we go. Look, rope. The rope looks climbable. Well, I hope it was. You climbed down on the way down. You are in the cavern beneath the well. Over to the right appears to be what was once a passageway. Now it is totally impassable due to a rockfall. Right. Save again. Look, rocks. You see nothing very interesting about it. Get rocks. Get rocks! I love your sense of humor. Move rocks. They're too heavy. Okay, well, we have to light dynamite. You should drop dynamite near the rock wall. Yeah, okay. Drop dynamite. Then we have to go... Okay, I want to be, like, right next to the rope. I said climb rope. Kaboom! Congratulations, you have cleared the tunnel. Unfortunately, the blast was too much for you. Bleh. Wop, wop, wop. Okay, up we go. I tried to climb a rope. Oh, okay. Damn it. Again, these games are how I learned how to type on a keyboard when I was really young. Especially sequences like this were really difficult when I was like 4 or 5 because typing fast is hard, man. Especially when your hands and fingers are little. You can't really reach all the keys. But yeah, it's good practice. I got my way through the games. I did have some, I did have help here and there. And I used a few hints from, so here in, Australia, in the 90s, maybe into the early 2000s, we had a, newspaper which came for the TV called the Green Guide, which was, you know, back in them days when you were watching TV, you needed a newspaper to know what was going to be on TV, and that would be printed out for all the programs which are on TV for the week. And one part of this Green Guide was a hint section for computer games. People would write in, and a columnist would answer their letters, and you'd have to hope that there was a question relevant to the problem which you were having in the game. So there was a few puzzles which I sorted out through that way. I should make a video on that. I have found digital copies of those newspapers, so I can show off a bunch of them. But Yeah, it's just like, I'm stuck in Monkey Island 1 on what I'm supposed to do with the fish or something like that. It's like, oh, well, you need to do this. Reading through them is interesting because you learn, like, what games people were playing or the names of, like, games which might be forgotten now. Though people are mostly playing, you know, the most popular ones, so. Hooray, we weren't blown to bits by the dynamite. Climb down well. Okay, down we go. Wait, hang on. Climb up. Rope. Turn handle. The handle appears to have become stuck. However, you notice that the rope does appear to be mostly unwound and descends into the well. I mean, even if the rope was wound, you would be able to unwind it. Just by unwinding the rope around the stick. There's no bucket attached to it. Whatever. Climb down well. There we go. There is a possible passage over to the right. We go over this way. Into the caves. A three-way path. You're in an underground cavern. You can see 3 passageways, as well as the entrance you came through. We'll go over to the left first. I said left. Thank you. What's this? Look. You're in a featureless underground cavern. The only exit appears to be the way you came in. You can also see an old dusty oil lamp. It's lamp. Okay. Use lamp. Rub lamp. As you rub the lamp, it starts to glow for a brief moment and then returns to normal. Apart from that, nothing interesting appears to happen. Not the right place to use it. Okay. The genie inside is apparently very context sensitive. We'll go up here. You are in an underground cavern. There is a chasm over to the right. It appears to be impassable. You can also see... Well, hang on. You can also see a moldy banana. Well. Whee! Oh dear, how careless. You fell into the chasm. Now you'll never rescue Hugo and solve the whodunit. We're just stuck there, cheering forever. So, jump. The chasm is too wide. Besides, that would be too easy for you, don't you think? So there's no plank of wood which you can use to get over this. I'm rather proud of myself because I actually solved this back in the day. What you need to do is you need to go down over here. And there is a way to walk across behind the rocks there. Okay. Yummy. You feel greatly invigorated. But of course, eating the banana is not what you're supposed to do. As apparently it's a moldy banana, so ugh. I don't even eat bananas if they've got brown spots on them. That's just bruising. I'm just picky like that. I do like bananas, so. You're in a rocky passage. There's a ladder. You are in a barren cavern with a ladder leading to some kind of trapdoor. I wonder if there's like original plans for what this game would do, and then ideas got cut for time, or I guess tedium. A one-man team making these games. I can understand, you know, getting frustrated and cutting things out because it's like it's just so much work. At the top of the ladder is a trapdoor. Although it doesn't appear to be locked or bolted, despite your best efforts, you are unable to budge it. We need an accountant. Rub lamp. Poof. That guy looks familiar. Please open trapdoor. The trapdoor is not secured in any way. It just needs a good push. Fortunately, you don't quite have the strength needed. Talk to Genie. Greetings, mistress. I'm the genie of the lamp. Don't get too excited. I don't do any of those three wishes kind of things. However, I am decidedly hungry, and I do almost anything for a banana, especially a moldy one. Well, how convenient. Oh, thank you, mistress. To show his gratitude, the genie climbs up the ladder and with a mighty shove bursts open the trapdoor for you. Push. Okay. Your polite offer has refused. See no purpose in doing that. Okay, well, he just wanders around here now. Bye. And we're in the house again. There's a mouse hole. You feel around in the mouse hole with your hand and come into contact with something large and furry. Youch, it bit you. I don't think that means that you're going to die. At least not immediately. What does it say? You're in the storage. You're in the storeroom. There is a sturdy safe over to one side and the open trapdoor from whence you came. Open safe. What's the combination? 333? Don't you think that number's been a little overworked? It's your fault. I don't know if there's actually a combination for this. 1, 2, 3? Nope, that's not it. I think you're guessing. Now you're turned into a weremouse. Oh dear. Maybe I could get through the mouse hole then. Or is a weremouse the same size as a person? So yeah, I don't actually know if there's like an actual combination for this safe. I'm pretty sure the game does not give you one at any point. But you can use... on safe. Open safe with screwdriver. Amazing! Are you sure you haven't done this before? Anyway, the safe is empty, apart from one solitary document which you pick up. At the top of the document is the word will. Apparently it's about will. You found the will of Great Uncle Horace. The date on it appears to be recent. Most of it is in legalese and rather fine print. Reading further, with the aid of your magnifier, you get to the inheritance. Yes. So we need the magnifying glass to be able to read this, otherwise the print is too small. Shock horror. It appears that Great Uncle Horace has left a fortune to Hugo. Put will in safe. Try walking there. Okay, fine. We'll just take it with us. We go out here, and we're in the house again. If we go in here, we're in a living room. This is a living room. Look sofa. Look table. There's nothing on it. Look plant. Look painting. Pretty, isn't it? These are very generic responses for things. It won't open. Okay, well, we'll just leave. We're blending into the carpet anyway. If we go into this room over here, we're back in the foyer. You're back in the hall where you first arrived. I don't believe you can go into your bedroom or the other 3 rooms up there. The doors are all locked. Yeah, I mean, the message being different maybe this room is a different instance of the same room. Here we are in another hall. You're in the hall of Great Uncle Horace's cottage. This is if we just go around the corner here. If we go up here, we're in the kitchen. It's the maid. She appears to be looking intently at something. Sensing your presence, she deftly places whatever she was looking at into the cupboard and turns to face you. Ah, Madame Penelope, you startled me. I hope you enjoyed your little rest. Très bien. Now, did I ever tell you the story of when I was, how you say, the can-can dancer at the Moulin Rouge in my hometown Paris? No, well, it was like this. Blah, 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 blah. I've actually been there. It was a interesting show. Impressive with the big snakes. You're in the parlor. It was a school excursion, I went on. Yes. I remember the food being pretty nice. Blah, 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 blah. Look, table. There's nothing on it. Blah, 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 blah. And another room. You're in the room adjoining the parlor. I remember people thinking that this was smoke coming out of a chimney. But it's a cat, a window, and a scratching post. It appears to be made of wood, having a square base and an upright post nailed to it. Both pieces are covered in old carpet remnants, with a small circular piece of carpet tacked onto the top of the post. As interesting as this is, though, I can tell you it has nothing whatsoever to do with the game. It's probably very unused. If it's anything like our cat, we have a scratching post for the cat made with rope glued to it. Cat's never used it. It prefers the furniture. Look, cat. You see nothing very interesting about it. Pet cat. Purr. So here's something. Ring bell. Ding dong. Oh, it's you. I thought it was Great Uncle Horace ringing for me. Oh, well, excusez-moi, madame. I must get back to the parlor. Okay, so what we need to do is... Let me just make it a save on another file here. We need to give bell to cat. The cat sniffs it and seems slightly interested for a moment, then quickly loses interest and falls asleep again. You take it back. Okay. Well, rub catnip on bell. The cat is starting to look very interested now, but not quite enough to investigate. Give bell to cat. That definitely has caught the cat's attention. Slowly at first, then more and more excitedly, the cat starts to play with it. Okay, so we need to leave. Blah, 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 blah. Ding dong. Oh, excuse me, what, madam? I hear Great Uncle Horace ringing for me. Don't go back. Don't go away. I'll be right back. Searching the cupboard, you find what the maid was hiding. It appears to be an old photo album. You pick it up. It contains several old photos of Hugo as a child. One photo in particular catches your attention. It shows Hugo with a young girl of about the same age standing in front of a huge pointed tower. Something about the girl strikes you as being very familiar. Okay. I don't actually remember whether we need to put the album back. Is there enough time to do that? Let's walk backwards over to there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Rub catnip on bell. Give bell to cat. Go back in here. Ah! I just want to try whether I can, okay, okay, let me save. I mean, either way, we're going to be doing it, so... Give bell to cat. So I need to do open cupboard. You get the album automatically. Look album, and then... Replace album? Put back album? No, you'll be needing it. Okay. Never mind, you can't put it back. I guess evidence. Open door. It's the cook. She seems to be holding a knife which is dripping with blood. She speaks. Ah, now, Miss Penelope. So you caught me in the act of preparing dinner. I've been cutting up some dead beef, so I have. And you'll be savoring the delights of my Yankee pot roast later tonight. You're in the kitchen. The cook replies, you have to excuse me, miss, I'm rather busy at the moment. Okay, someone's stolen all my garlic. You'd think someone just came in here and ate it. Can we go out the dumbwaiter? You get in the dumbwaiter and you go upstairs. Okay, you can still go back upstairs. You could go all the way back around now. As I said, this game's actually, like, the most expansive out of the three. Just that huge loop you go through to get back into the mansion. There's nothing special about it. It won't open. Knock on door. Nobody answers. You're not close enough. Okay. Open door. Hello. It's Great Aunt Hester. She greets you. My dear Penelope, it's so good to see you. While I was just thinking about you. Come over here. I'm over here. Now, won't you join me in a little drinky poo? You must try my special homemade elderberry wine. I guarantee it will knock you off your feet. Would you like a glass? Yes. Good girl. Wait a second while I fix it. Quietly opening it, you quickly scan it. It appears to be a letter from Hester's attorney concerning the life insurance policy of Great Uncle Horace. Feeling rather uncomfortable about reading other people's mail, you return it to its envelope without reading any further. Okay. Here you go, bottoms up, as we say. Hester hands you the drink and you gulp it down in one. Plonk. Whee-wee. That drink certainly had a kick to it. You hand your glass back to Hester, who takes a swig of her own and continues. Ah, that hits the spot. Now, did I ever tell you about the time I worked in a French vineyard as the head wine taster? No? Well, it was something like this. Blah, 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 blah. You're in Great Aunt Hester's room, with no bed. As you cross the book, you think you hear a low rumbling noise. However, it was just a plane passing overhead. Anyhow, you look at the book, which appears to be a book on how to cook fish. It flops open to a chapter on fish. You start to read a menu for baked red herring, then put the book back rather sheepishly. Look, Aunt. Why, it's Penelope. That's the wrong lady. Okay. We'll just leave. I don't think there's any room off to the left. No. It just ends the hallway. And on to the right, it's the same thing. The wallpaper looks like something you'd see in, like, a McDonald's or something. Open door. Music! You're in Cousin Harry's organ room. It's Hugo's affable Cousin Harry. Oh, hello. What's that you say? A murder? Oh my. Oh dearie me. Poor Great Uncle Horace. Tee. Oh my. Ha 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 ha. Chortle. Ha 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 ha. Ho 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 ho. Hee 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 hee. Cousin Harry lapsed into uncontrollable laughter. Or at least he stopped playing his organ. How am I getting on with the game? No. It's Hugo's affable Cousin Harry. Talk to Harry. I don't fully understand. Okay, fine, whatever. Pretty, isn't it? I would prefer some more descriptions than just that, but oh well. Oh, I missed it. Well, there's a policeman going into the room there. Hint, hint that, you know, something's happening in there. Okay, ooh, everyone's here, including the genie, the snake, and the doctor. Who done it? So now for the moment of truth. It appears Officer Higgins has gathered all the occupants of the house in order to sort this matter out. He speaks to you. Well now, since we can't find Great Uncle Horace, we really can't prove that what you say is true. He looks around at the others and continues. Since there are apparently no other witnesses, we really don't have much to go on. You interrupt Officer Higgins excitedly to tell him that you think you know who the killer is. Suddenly, everyone in the room goes quiet. Higgins' eyes open wide and he looks at you with a curious expression. You ought to be aware that talking to oneself is a sign of madness. Well then, Penelope, we're all waiting. Perhaps you would like to tell us the name of the killer. Well, who done it? I think you have to type it in here. Harry. Cousin Harry shouts out, Brilliant! Brilliant! You would successfully deduce who the killer was. Oh, I actually did. I was going to get it wrong. You see, as soon as you told me what happened, I realized I knew all along, but I never thought you'd guess. So after that fate of deduction, you should find the final puzzle, a piece of cake. We return to Hugo for the final conclusion of the story. If you type anything else, I thought the answer was going to be nobody. But you type in Harry, and apparently that's the answer. So. I wonder, when you see Great Uncle Horace being murdered at the beginning of the game, you see that the person has got a blue shirt on. But I don't think it's got a pattern like Harry's shirt. So, anyway, here's Hugo. This is what he's been up to. You're locked in the box room. You can see also a newspaper and a pencil. Guess what we have to do? It's a chute for dropping dirty washing down here. It's a receptacle to catch dirty washing coming down the dirty washing chute, which is how you got here. How you got here, who knows? Look, newspaper. You glance at the paper. Looks like somebody's been doing the crossword. Only one clue remains unsolved. A valuable food fish of the family Clupeidae, 7 letters. Red herring. You catch on fast. Or herring, rather. It's herring, not red herring. Okay. You see nothing very interesting about it. Looking through the keyhole, you can see the key has been left in the lock. Too bad it's on the other side. So what do you do in this situation? Okay, there we go. Push newspaper on the door. Okay. Push pencil in keyhole. You hear a soft thud as the key drops out of the keyhole onto the paper underneath. Gently drawing the paper back into the room, you see the key come too. Hardly able to contain your excitement, you unlock the door and step through the door. Hey, it's Uncle Horace. It's Great Uncle Horace. He greets you. Oh, there you are, my boy. Where on earth have you been hiding, eh? I've been searching high and low for you. I have a favor to ask. I've been rehearsing my new play up in my study with your cousin Harry. Trouble is, Hugo, we're a bit stuck on a murder scene. I play the victim and Harry plays the murderer. But we need someone to play the part of the investigator. I was rather hoping you'd help. And they walk off. Okay. The end. I like you can drop the pencil. I'm actually pretty certain in an earlier version of the game, you retained Penelope's inventory. Because I remember dropping all of Penelope's items at this point of the game. Or a bunch of them before, you know, the end popped up here. You know, like, what are we carrying at the moment? The gun. I think we've still got the gun. Is that a good thing to have? There's a murder. Why do you have a gun? I found it. Anyway, the end. Till we meet again. Yep, the whole murder was just a red herring. It was just, they're practicing for a play. That's why guessing Harry at the end is correct answer, because Harry was the one who actually did it, because it was a play. There's no real hints to that until at the end. No hints at all. It actually kind of pushes you to thinking that, like, the maid's behind it because she's maybe having an affair with Hugo, or the aunt is having... The aunt did it maybe because she has a letter about, what, Great Uncle Horace's healthcare or something like that, and then there's the will which was changed recently, so maybe Hugo did it. But no. It's all just red herrings. Of which the game has quite a few. So, yeah. Anyway, that was Hugo II. Whodunit. I like that one. That's probably the strongest out of the trilogy. Now we'll go on to the final one. Hugo III, Jungle of Doom. Ooh, big color screen. Distributed by World Wide Web. Hugo and Penelope are returning home for their vacation at the cottage of Great Uncle Horace. Suddenly, a freak magnetic storm causes the compass in their light aircraft to spin wildly. Unable to navigate, Hugo loses all sense of direction. Finally, hopelessly lost over a South American jungle, the plane about to run out of gas, Hugo spots a clearing just big enough to land it. With fingers clenching the controls, he shouts, "Hold on, Penelope, we're going down." Into the Amazon. Well, we made it, says Penelope, with relief, as she and Hugo survey the crash site, despite your lack of direction. I think I'll go off and explore a little, she continues. Well, don't wander too far, warns Hugo. I'll inspect the airplane while you're gone. Okay, honey, calls Penelope as she heads into the jungle. And for goodness sake, change your clothes. They clash terribly with the scenery, she laughs. Okay. Nothing much exciting happening here. Lots of trees and things. Some pretty flowers. Cute spider's web. Wonder how Hugo's doing fixing the plane. Chomp. Eek! Help, help! Blech. Hugo hears the faint cries for help and rushes to the rescue. A young native girl who happens to be passing by rushes onto the scene. I saw the whole thing. Your friend had been bitten by a dreaded tree spider. I'm afraid there is only one antidote. It must be administered within 48 hours. Do you have this antidote, Hugo asks? No, the only thing that can save your friend is water from the place we call the Pool of Life. It lies in a secret garden behind a waterfall along yonder path. I will tend to your friend while you fetch the special water. Now go hurry. Okay. Native girl points to the path behind her. Well, looks like it's up to you, old buddy. Better get going and find the antidote. Okay, already plot done. The web is one of the largest you have ever seen, but then so is the spider. Look. Go. That's the wrong thing. Look. Go. You see nothing out of the ordinary about her. Look. Penelope. Why, it's Penelope! Talk to Penelope. Poor Penelope is not in a very talkative mood at the moment. Talk to go. Native girl has told you all she can. Now where is the antidote you're supposed to be fetching? Climb tree. See no purpose in doing that. So immediately you can see the graphics look nicer, but again, I'm pretty sure that they're all based off of like photographs. Or at least sections taken from photographs. Look, plane. It doesn't look too badly damaged. Look in plane. Okay. The contents of the plane became a bit jumbled in the forced landing. However, you can make out the cockpit seats and instruments, which still appear to be okay. You can also see some clay. You can also see some pins. You can also see a water flask. You can also see bullion cubes. You can also see a sandwich. Get sandwich. Okay. Get cubes. Get clay. Get pins. Get flask. Okay, we got ye flask. Okay, there's nothing there. Exit. No. Get out of plane. Okay, there we go. So we have a whole bunch of items. Now, one of the things I remember happening when I used to play this on my computer back in the day was during the intro cutscene. I remember smashing the keyboard a whole bunch, and it messed with the loading of the game for some way. And Hugo ended up having like just solid black where his clothes were for some reason. Like he didn't have his hat on, and he just had like, well, it was just all black for his body. Made it look like he was wearing a black jumpsuit. Why that happened, I don't know. I guess it failed to load the different sprite because of my mashing of the keyboard. I actually managed to make it happen twice, I remember. You're on a jungle path which gently slopes up to the left. There's nothing really to look at in the jungle, so we'll just walk along. Look. Looking down into the chasm, you can see a fast-running stream far below. There appears to be a path crossing the stream, but there is no way to get down the sides of the chasm from here. The bridge looks a bit dubious. You remember getting his torso detached from his legs, you think, so it was floating ahead of the legs in the air. Really? Interesting. I don't remember that ever happening. There's a few other things I remember happening in Hugo III. I've had a look in the code, but I wasn't able to see anything referencing it. It's the main reason why I wanted to have a look with a hex editor or something for the game executables, because there's some things in the game which I remember happening, but they've never happened since. I'll expand on that when we get to them. There's no point. Okay, cross the bridge. We can't cross bridge. Look, vines. The vines look pretty sturdy. Tie vines to bridge. Oh, what did that say? No. Okay, good luck. Right. The game was saying, "Hey, it looks like you're having a bit of problem with this. Would you like an answer?" I said no, but I had my answer already typed in mostly. So the bridge is rickety. Hugo won't cross it because it will collapse if he walks on it. So what you need to do is tie the ropes to tie the vines to the bridge to cross the bridge. And that's what we've done. Karumph. As you leave the chasm, you hear the sound of the bridge collapsing behind you. Oh dear, looks like you'll have to find another way back to Penelope. And if you go back, yep, the bridge has collapsed. Here's a screen. We go down this path, and there's a tube here. You're at the top of the cliff. There are two paths heading down, and a path heading up towards the bridge. You can also see an old scroll. Get scroll. Okay. Read scroll. Lost. Near the mighty boulder, my precious crystal ball. I guess I couldn't hold her, so I must have let her fall. If someone should help it, if anyone should find it, please return it to my keep. Be careful if you use it, for its powers runneth deep. Signed, the old man. Oh, great. We walk along here. There's something on the ground here as well. You're at the base of the cliff path. You can also see a golden bell. Get bell. Okay, look. Bell. The bell is small and golden. It makes a pleasant tinkling ring which you find rather comforting for some reason. There's a big waterfall. You can see a fast-running stream fed by a waterfall to the right. The water is too fierce to cross anywhere. On the other side of the waterfall, you can see a little path heading into the undergrowth. So we know we need to cross the waterfall to get to the well of life or whatever it is. And there's a ghost. Hey, that's appropriate for spooky month. You're at the mouth of a cave. The cave is very gloomy inside. However, you can make out some steep stone steps heading upward. An evil spirit appears to be guarding the entrance. Doesn't look that evil. The ghost does not appear to be very friendly and will not let you pass. You cannot enter the cave while the evil spirit is guarding it. You get no reply. That ghost. Ghost. There's no point. He's a ghost. There's no point. Yeah, I guess not. It's doing the whole, like, I'm blocking your path. Ooh. But it doesn't kill you. There's a big boulder. You have reached a path which turns back on itself. Look, boulder. The rock itself looks like any other mighty boulder you might find in these parts. I know this beforehand. Look. 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 Boulder. My, we are thorough, aren't we? Well, just for you. There's a crystal ball lying behind the rock, glinting in the sun. You fetch it out. There we go. Get ball. Okay. That's a crystal ball which was mentioned in the old scroll. Look. Ball. Crystal ball appears cloudy. Use ball. Rub ball. The crystal glows with an inner light. As you peer into its center, you can see a picture forming. You can see an image of yourself swinging on some vines over a river in the jungle. Does the ball give you hints? I don't think I've ever used it for that purpose. I must have. Here's a village. You're on outskirts of a native village, which is very out of place. David Gray has acknowledged this. It's an African village in the Amazon. Hey. Better research. Anyway. You're in the natives' village. The witch doctor's hut lies to the right. You can see a wild beast being roasted over fire, and at the rear of the village, some natives with a blowpipe. Whatever is cooking, it doesn't look very appetizing. Perhaps a little seasoning would help. Hello. One of them, I think, wants to talk to us. Yeah, here we go. Oh, I see you don't speak our tongue. I should have guessed from your strange clothes, I suppose. How lucky you know English. My head is huge. Anyhow, welcome to our little community here. No, don't be frightened. We're not headhunters or cannibals, you know. No, although I must warn you most strongly not to venture into the witch doctor's hut. It's full moon tonight, and he tends to go rather crazy. Okay. Well, as you can see, we're cooking supper here. It's roast hyena, again, which we imported from Africa somehow. There ain't no hyenas in the Amazon. We had the same thing yesterday and the day before. In fact, I can't remember when we didn't have roast hyena. There's just thousands of them running around. Okay. It gets really boring, you know. If only there was something we could do to make it more interesting. Give cubes to go. The native thanks you politely for your gift, but looks a little nonplussed. However, after you demonstrate its use on the meat, the natives are very grateful. Native hands you a blowpipe and some sleep potion darts, and warns, careful, with these there's enough potion to put an elephant to sleep. Hint, hint. Okay. So one thing I remember in this game is if we go back here, look, hut. You're looking at what appears to be a hut made of wood from the jungle. The hut has proved incredibly useful to natives over the years as a means of shelter. It's good to find someone interested in these kinds of things that most other people would find ordinarily boring. Look at back of hut. There is something here. Or there used to be something here. I remember there being like a poster on the back of the hut. Look behind hut. You can see a notice pinned to the side of the hut. A native kindly translates. The witch doctor cures all known jungle ills. Spider bites and speciality. Reasonable rates. Also master voodoo. Don't delay. Visit today. Right. And it's the same with that one, apparently. Okay. Like, I think that's behind the hut, but it might just be in front of the hut over here. I don't know. Whatever. Look in window. Looking through the window, you can see a witch doctor, a large cooking pot, big enough to put someone in, and a cage for imprisoning someone. Right. Not cannibals, eh? There are some of the things used by the witch doctor for his nefarious deeds. Their use is not readily apparent. It's not that. I wouldn't look too closely if I were you. Okay. Let me go in. Hee, gotcha. No. From this hour, you're in my power. Okay. Hey, you're right. You're in the witch doctor's hut. You can see him over by a cooking pot. Looks pretty grim for you. You can also see a little cage. And a golden candle. It's next to the cooking pot. Okay. So... you remember all those items I got at the beginning of the game? Yeah, you really have to check. I guess the biggest problem with this game... or the biggest hurdle to overcome in completing this game is realizing that you have to look inside of the plane at the beginning Because once you cross that bridge at the beginning, you can't get back there, and there are, well, items that you need in that plane to finish the game. We've already used the bullying cubes, and we have a sandwich now. You are looking at what appears to be half-eaten remnants of a cheese sandwich. There's nothing special about it. You can see a mouse moving amongst the holes over there. Okay, put sandwich in cage. Okay, you can see the sandwich is in the little cage over there. We hop over near this hole. The mouse will actually move from the hole over to the right to the hole over to the left, and then it runs into the cage. Mouse runs excitedly over to the little cage and starts eating the remains of the cheese sandwich. Cage slams shut, trapping the mouse inside. There we go. The mouse is in the cage. See nothing very interesting about it. Okay, so what we need to do to get ourselves out of this cage, also, hello, welcome, is look clay. It's the kind used to mold shapes with. So, mold clay into doll. Make voodoo doll out of clay. As if guided by some unseen force, your hands quickly mold the clay into an effigy of the witch doctor. I think you could say make effigy or make clay into effigy, and that works as well. But just saying like make voodoo doll works as well. Feels like King's Quest a bit. It is. These games are rather inspired by the King's Quest games. They are made by a one-man. They were made by a one-man team back in 1991, 2, 3 possibly. David Gray. I grew up playing these games when I was like 4, so not as good as the King's Quest games, but I have fond memories of them. So we make a voodoo doll, which is that Haitian? From the Caribbean, not in the Amazon. Whatever. There's enough anachronisms in this game. I don't need to point them out any more than I've already done so. So we have a doll. It's a kind... Oh, okay. Use pins on doll. Please be more specific. You... Some clay. Use pins on clay. Stab doll with pins. You feel as if something dark and sinister just happened. Blech. Okay, and he's running on place on the floor. Get. Oh. Get. Keys. Open cage. There we go. You don't need keys. The cage door, I don't think it's locked. He just... I think if you try to escape, he puts you in the cooking pot. Probably show that off. I didn't do it right. Or he's either... Hey, you say put, yells the witch doctor. Youch! The witch doctor just prodded you with his stick to make you think twice about opening the cage door again. Okay, he just keeps poking you. There we go. Blah. There we go. So I guess he doesn't do anything. Oh, I didn't put the cheese in the thingy. Okay, then you just do this. This games are cool too. I enjoy them. Looks good for a one dev game. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a it's pretty good for a one-man team game, especially back in like 1991. I think it was made with an engine he actually made himself. So it's not using like Sierra's AGI or whatever. I think he coded it all himself. I might be wrong on that, but I don't think there was a basis he used for it. Get cage. Okay, we pick up the entire cage. Get snake. That would be a foolish act of a novice adventurer. One snake looks much like any other. It's kind of long and is thin and has two ends. I would hope so. One end you have to watch out more for than the other. Look, shelf. Looking on the shelf by the window, you can see an odd assortment of bottles. On further investigation, the bottles all seem to be empty. I guess this doctor was just a quack. You can see a large cooking pot being heated by a fire. Whatever is cooking, it smells revolting. Eat stew. Get in pot. Boiled Hugo. Okay. Look, candle. The candlestick is golden and very heavy. The flickering of the candle feels comforting even in the daylight. It's permanently lit. Maybe it's just one of those battery-operated candles. Get candle. Okay. Get bone. Yeah, well, I would have touched that if I were you. Okay, fine. Don't think there's anything else we could do here, so we'll just leave. Hope to be a VOD later. Yeah, I'll be loading this up onto my YouTube channel. Look. You are on a jungle path. There is an elephant here who appears to be resting. It appears quite content and takes no notice of you. Author's note. Yes, I know there are no elephants in the Amazon. This one just escaped from a zoo. Okay. He acknowledged that one. Elephant. It's just sitting there, minding its own business. Nice elephant. Can we pet it? There's no point. What do you mean there's no point? Gotta pet the elephant. Hello, hello, what's all this? You have reached the banks of a fast-running stream. If there used to be a bridge here, it has long since disappeared. Looking into the water, you notice many small red fish, which you recognize instantly as flesh-eating piranhas. Oh boy. I spelled that wrong. Look. Fish. Yeah, blah blah. Okay. Can we go in the river? No, we can't. Searching behind the plants near the water, you find an old worn book. You fetch it out. I didn't even have to search for that. You just bump around up there. Get book. Okay. Look. Book. The book is old and very worn. The pages, although yellow with age, still have discernible writing on them. You feel the book has hidden powers. You read various spells from the old book, but nothing interesting happens. Okay? Swing on. Okay. Whoa. And we're on a path. And time, but you're watching a Mighty Magic 6 stream. Oh, Mighty Magic 6. I need to play that sometime. I think I played about half of it on my own. Fun times. Swing on vines. Okay, so what we need to do here is rather tricky. At least it was tricky for me back in the day. Epic sounds there. Oh yeah, nothing but the best in PC speaker sound effects. What we need to do is drop cage. And then we open cage. And we need to quickly type something else after this. The little mouse has scared the elephant. You watch in amazement as the elephant lumbers off in the direction of the stream. Okay. The elephant wades right through the stream. You notice with some amusement how the stream became totally dead while the elephant passed through it. The stream starts to flow normally again as the elephant disappears into the distance, never to be seen again. I thought you had to wait until it was off screen. you have to hit the elephant with the dart. Okay, I got that wrong again. We'll reload. Maybe shoot elephant was blowpipe? Or shoot elephant was dart, maybe. The effect of the sleeping potion in the dart is starting to have its effect on the elephant. It slows down and eventually stops right in the middle of the stream, damming the water completely. Okay, if we go over there, you can actually see this. There we go. It's having a snooze in the middle of the river. We need to be quick here. I mean, quick, right? I can't run. Okay. You have arrived at the secret garden. The pool of rejuvenating water is here, among some very beautiful wild orchids, which have grown huge thanks to the magic powers of the water. You fill the flask with the magical water. That really hits a spot. Now what about poor Penelope? Okay. You need to be quick because the elephant will actually wake up and then the waterfall will start running again. Just in time. You can hear the thunder of water as the stream starts to flow again. The elephant must have awakened and moved off. You can't get stuck on the other side of the river. Oh, yeah. Of the river or waterfall. So now we've got that. We've got everything we need, really. You already have. I guess I'll talk about this now. So when I was younger, again, when I was playing this back in like 93 or something like that, I distinctly remember the clay which you used to make a voodoo out of. I remember it actually going off and the game saying that I couldn't mold it into anything because I guess it had hardened. And I don't know what causes that. Or whether that was something which was in the original version of the game but was removed. That's another reason why I'd like to have a look at the game executable with the hex editor to see whether I can find any references to that. I've looked before, but I haven't seen anything. But if I do maybe a really thorough look, maybe I'll find something. But yeah, that is something which I distinctly remember happening. I was trying to, like, make voodoo doll out of clay, and the game was like, you can't do that, the clay has gone off. And I'm like, oh, that's never happened before. So, shrug. Odd things. Read book. You gather the bell and a candle together and read the spell from the page of the old book. Whoosh! An icy blast of air sweeps past you and the evil spirit is banished for good. Boop. Go into the cave. Oh. Hello. Looked like something out of Paganitsu. Ah, we meet again, my friend. Methinks I was a little hard on you the last time we met, so I fancy the tables shall be turned this time. I know, let us play a guessing game, but this time you will ask the questions, and I will answer. If I answer correctly, you may pass. What a wonderful idea, hee. Right, hold something in your hands without showing me, and I'll have 3 guesses, right? Okay, here's my first guess. Is it an elephant? No. It's trickier than I thought. No matter, I'll try again. Is it a jewel-encrusted egg? No. Ah, in that case, I fancy I have the answer. Is it a flask of magic water? Yes. Splendid, you win, my boy. Go upstairs on yonder rocks, and you will emerge on the path to your sweetheart. Hurry now. The old man beckons you on. As you pass the old man, he whispers in your ear. Ah, I thought I'd never see my crystal ball again. I'll just take it off your hands. I really am most grateful to you, my boy. If you say no there, he just like, well, you're not getting past, and you need to do that to be able to get over the bridge. You can drink the water from the flask, and it will give you a dead end. It'll give you a game over. It's just like, well, now you can't do anything again. I guess I could show that. Your polite offer is flatly refused. Your recipient obviously feels no need for an empty water flask. I guess maybe you're just in a stuck, no-win situation. I don't remember, actually, if the game gives you a game over or not. Probably not. Might be a bit too complicated. Give flask to Penelope. You administer the remedy. The rejuvenating powers of the magic water revive our sweet Penelope. You trip merrily back to the plane, fill it with gas from the spare tank, and fly off homeward into the sunset. And so we say farewell to Hugo and Penelope for the last time. Let's hope they make it home this time, wherever they live. And that's it. That's the end of the third game. As I said at the beginning, the third game ends rather abruptly. It's really not as long as the first and second one. Or maybe it's about as long as the first one. It's not as long as the second one. Everything is sort of just... a bunch of the items are just sort of lying around. Like the bell is just there on the path. And the old scroll's there as well. And then the candles in the hut, which I guess you have to work to get to. But that book is like behind a shrub next to the stream. And I don't think you don't need to go all the way up into that corner to get near the vines. But you'll probably go up there to climb on the vines in the first place. So, I feel a bit let down that some of the items were as easy to get as they were, but oh well. I remember that puzzle with the elephant being a huge problem back in the day, because it's difficult for a 4-year-old to type elephant, especially shoot elephant with blow dart, or shoot elephant with dart quickly. But yeah. Anyway, that's the third one in the series. Simple games. Only took 3 and 20 minutes nearly. 3 hours and 20 minutes. But, you know, I knew what to do. But even then, they're not very long. I remember being stuck on these for a few weeks. Or months. Time is difficult to judge when you're young. When you're like 4 or 5, so... I can't be certain of how long it took for me to complete these, but... it was a while. They felt really neat as well, because... I hadn't played other games like them at the time. They being the first adventure games which I played. So you had a sense of like... in a way, they felt kind of open world, because you could roam around the different screens and explore and look at things and all that. Quaint now, but, you know, if you haven't had experience with something like that, then it's like, oh, who knows what could be anywhere? What could be behind this door? Maybe there is a way to climb over that fence and get to another area I haven't seen. Maybe there's a lot more to the game than I've seen. No, there isn't now, and I know that, but, you know, the potential was there. So, yeah, they're fun. They're not very good or complicated, but whatever. That's the trilogy of Hugo adventure games. As I said, there's some things which I remember being different with them, and I'm sure that just comes down to later releases of these games. I wonder if I'd be able to find earlier versions of these, which might have things in them which I remember being different in these ones. Damn it! Just a moment. Hold on, I'm struggling with Windows browser screens. Okay. Yeah, that's about it. I do plan on following up with this with a look into the executables for the code of the game, because you can see the commands and the names of the items and objects which you interact with in them. I have to remember the program I used for that though. The idea originally I got from a video by Gemini of Pixel Amusement. It's a good YouTube channel. I recommend it. He covers a lot of older DOS games and things like that. But in one of them, he did the Hugo games, or at least the first one. He used a program to look at the game's code, but I don't remember what the program was. I probably have it on my computer, but I don't know where it is because I don't know what it's called. So, yeah. That will probably be a local recording, because it's going to require some going back and forth and looking at code and seeing what's where and so on. Maybe Google for sysinternal strings. There was a specific program. It's not like Notepad. I forget what program the games were written in. Or what language the games were written in. Notepad++ doesn't show anything. Yeah, anyway, that's going to be something which I will do later on. But yeah, that is the Hugo Trilogy. Thank you very much for joining, and I hope you join me again next time.